Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do a prom makeup tutorial for you because I know proms are coming up. I do know a couple have passed, so I'm sorry that I didn't get this video up before those, but I do know that there is a prom every single weekend in the month of May for different schools, so hopefully this will still help some of you out. And this doesn't just have to be a prom makeup tutorial, so if it is past your prom, then you can use this for any special occasion. You can use it for a wedding if you're a bridesmaid. You can use it for homecoming, for graduation. I know graduation is coming up. Any special occasion or party, this is going to be perfect for. So if you like this makeup that I came up with, then just keep on watching. So I'm starting off with a clean face, and I'm just going to pull the hair out of my face, and I'm going in with this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. And mine's a little bit dried out, it wasn't really working very well, but it'll still do the job. And I'm just rubbing that into my eyelids using my finger. And then I'm moving into my Naked 2 Urban Decay palette, and I'm using the fluffy end of the brush that comes with the palette, and this Tease shade is going to be my transition color. This is going to be my transition and my blending shade, so I'm going to be using this shade probably the most of any eyeshadow in the look. And I'm just using this color as a transition shade like I said, so just putting it sloppily into my crease. It doesn't have to be too nice. And I'm buffing it in using circular and windshield wiper motions. And I'm just building it up here. I did go over the layer of that Tease eyeshadow a couple of times to build up the intensity because I just wanted it to be a little bit darker. I'm taking this e.l.f. contour brush, just a smaller blending brush, or sort of like a pencil brush will work for this, and I'm taking that blackout shade and just putting it into the outer V and slowly bringing it into the crease. This blackout shade is rather difficult to work with. It's very difficult to blend. You just have to take your time and go with small amounts of the blackout shade and then go back into the Tease shade like I showed you in that original brush and just blend it out using the Tease shade. I would say I went back and forth between these two steps about 3 times, maybe even 4 times on each eye, so I could really build up the black to the intensity that I wanted. And also I felt like I had to keep on putting on a little bit more black just because it was somewhat patchy and skipping on some parts of my skin for some reason. It wouldn't show up opaque on the entire crease. I don't know if you can tell anywhere in the clips, but it is one of the more difficult black shades that I have worked with, but just take your time and it will come together. So I'm just doing like I said earlier, and I'm switching between going in with that blackout shade and going in with that Tease shade with the fluffy brush and blending it out. You really need to take your time with this. If you build up too much black right off the bat, it's not going to blend out and it's going to look like you got hit in the face. So just be patient and go in steps between the Tease and the blackout shade and it will work out beautifully, I promise. And now I'm moving on to the other eye, and I'm going up that blackout shade again, doing the same exact thing I did on the other eye, just starting with it in the outer V and slowly running it into the crease. And it's a good idea to use a smaller dome brush or pencil brush for that blackout shade just to make sure it's going more directly into the crease than the Tease shade that you worked with earlier. And like I just showed you, I'm going back into that Tease shade and I am blending out the black that we put down. You just have to switch between windshield wiper motions and circular motions and be patient with it. I feel like I was blending a lot during this makeup tutorial. It took a little bit of effort. And then I'm going in with that YDK shade, and I'm going in with the other side of the brush that comes with the palette, and I'm just packing this all over the lid. This is just going to be a base eyeshadow color. I'm going to go in with something later on top of it because I wanted a more intense foiled look, but you can skip this step if you want to because we're going to be covering up this shadow, but it will act as a base for your eyeshadow you're going to go in with later. So I'm just doing the same thing on the other eye. And then I'm just going and I'm blending out any harsh lines that the color we just went in with might have created. And now I'm taking the shade Snakebite and I'm putting that on the outer V just because I want to intensify this look and give it some more dimension. I'm literally just focusing this on the very outer V. I'm not taking it into the crease or anything, just keeping it on the outer V of the lid. And then I'm blending it out with no additional product on that brush. I'm just blending it out really quickly. And now I'm taking the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in the shade Liquid Diamond. This is a gorgeous shade. It is definitely the star of the makeup look. I love this so much. It is very, very intense metallic and very pigmented. These L'Oreal shadows are incredible and they last absolutely all day. They're not going to budge at all. So I'm just applying that with my finger because this is the best way to apply them. And I am going entirely over that YDK shade. So you can see it might have been an unnecessary step, but it still adds a little bit of extra dimension that wouldn't have been there without the shade underneath it. And then I'm quickly blending out any harsh lines with that Tease shade yet again. And now I'm taking my Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Eyeliner in the shade Blackest Black, and I'm taking that e.l.f. small angled brush, and I'm just creating a pretty dramatic wing. I always draw the wings first on each eye, and then I connect the wing to the center of my eyelid, as you can see right here, and then I just fill everything in from there. I find that this is the easiest way to do eyeliner. And now I'm taking my e.l.f. makeup removing wipes and I'm just going to remove any fallout that may have gotten on my face. And I'm also going to clean up the outer edge of my eye and just make a sharper sort of cat eye. As you see, I'm doing that right here, and it just really sharpens up the look. And after this, we're going to be moving on to the face. I'm taking my NYX Angel Veil primer and just putting that all over my skin and buffing that in. Then I'm going to take my Revlon ColorStay Whipped Foundation in the shade Nude. I'm just buffing that in using my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. This is my favorite foundation for dry skin, my favorite full coverage foundation. It lasts absolutely all day. I wore this at my graduation. I wear this for every special occasion, and I find that it just really lasts a very long time, and I like the finish it gives me and the way it makes my skin look. This is an incredible foundation. And now I'm going in with my MAC Prolongwear Concealer in NC15. I forgot to show a clip of it, but I'm going in triangular motions under my eyes, and then I'm also going to take it on the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin to highlight and conceal dark circles. Just the usual that I do with my concealer. And I use quite a bit on my nose because my nose gets very red, and it's hard to cover up the redness of my nose with just foundation. And then I'm going to buff that in using the same Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. This concealer is very good, and it's very long wearing, and it doesn't crease as long as you set it, so that's why I chose this particular concealer for a prom night look, because you want to use makeup that's going to last all night and that you trust through sweat and humidity. And you want to be careful by your eyeshadow and eyeliner, so just go very carefully and define that cat eye that you created with the makeup wipe and just make it a sharper edge. And then I'm going in with my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit palette, I think it's called, and I'm taking that shade I pointed to, and I'm using this to set my entire face. It just gives you a really pretty glow from within. It's not too pigmented or like shimmery, so it's a really nice setting powder. And then I'm going in with that Loreal Pro Contour palette, and I'm taking the yellow and beige highlights and mixing them together and using it to set all the places that I put my concealer. So under my eyes, my nose, my forehead, cupid's bow, and my chin. And I'm using my Real Techniques setting brush for this. I also used this brush to set my face. And now I'm going in with my Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm taking the medium contour shade and I'm just bronzing my face with this. I'm going to take it on my cheeks, under my jawline. I'm going to take it on my forehead, under my chin a little bit, and a little bit around my nose. And I also blend this down my neck just to give some color to the rest of my body because I was looking a little bit pale. Now I'm going in with my e.l.f. contour brush and I'm taking the light contour shade and I'm going to further define my contour under my cheekbones or under the apple of my cheeks. I'm going to define that line right there and blend it upward using that brush. This brush is really, really good and it's very soft. It's my first time using it and I really, really like it. I'm also going to slightly contour my temples and around my forehead, and then also underneath my lip to make my lips look fuller. And now to further define the contour, I'm going to take that beige highlight and the same brush. I just wiped off any excess product that I had left on it, and now I'm using that beige highlight and I'm going to place it directly under that contour line to bake. And I'm going to leave that there to sit, and I'm going in with this Prolongwear brow set in Emphatically Blonde from MAC. It is a waterproof brow set, so it's not going to move, it won't go anywhere, and I like using this because my brows are pretty full naturally, so this just fills in any sparseness I have in my eyebrows and defines them just a little bit more and sets them in place. It makes doing your eyebrows much, much quicker in my opinion, so I really, really like this product. Now I'm getting rid of the powder I was using to bake really quickly. And then I'm going to go in with this Milani powder blush in Blossom Time Rose. I think this might have been a limited edition shade, but any peachy or pink blush would look really pretty with this look. I like these blushes because they last all night though, so I would highly suggest this color if you can still get a hold of it. And now I'm going in with Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop Highlighter, and I'm putting this on my cheekbones, above my eyebrows, down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, a pop of it on my chin, and a little bit on my forehead as well because I want to be really, really highlight for prom or any special occasion. I would want to have a lot of highlighter on. I just think it adds a lot to any makeup look and makes you look more put together. It is probably my favorite part of makeup, so I tend to go a little bit crazy with highlighter. And now I'm going in with the shade Suspect, and I'm taking this Sonia Kashuk, I believe it's called their eyeliner brush. It came in a little bundle, it's like a bundle travel set, and I'm just taking this one and I'm putting it underneath my lower lash line just to add some definition down there. And then I'm taking this Eco Tools smudge brush. This also came in a set. And I'm taking the shade Tease and I'm just blending out that lower lash line. And it wasn't looking as intense as I wanted it to, so I go back in with the shade Pistol on that same defining brush from Sonia Kashuk, and I'm just building up the intensity. And I went in with this shade Pistol because it has a little bit of silver undertones in it, so it matches the eyelid very well. And then I am blending that out using Tease and the Eco Tools smudge brush. Now I'm going in with the shade Booty Call, and I'm using this as my brow bone highlight. And finally, I'm taking the highlight, I think it's called the Shimmer Highlight shade from the Loreal palette, and I am putting this on my inner corners. And then I'm going in with this Maybelline, I believe it's called the Unstoppable eyeliner in Blackest Black, and I am lining my waterline and also tight lining with this color. I want this to be a pretty dark and dramatic smoky eye look, so that's why I'm going in with a darker eyeliner. And I am putting mascara on my upper and lower lashes. This is just the L'Oreal Voluminous Original in Blackest Black. And then on top of that, I am going to be putting the Kiss number 3 eyelashes on. I believe that's the one that I used. Yes, Kiss number 3. And I didn't show myself putting them on because this video is already very long and I just wanted to get through it a little bit quicker. And then I'm going in with this NYX waterproof retractable lip liner in the shade Nude, and I'm lining my lips with this. I definitely think that you should add lashes to this makeup look, or any special occasion or prom. You should definitely wear fake eyelashes because it's going to bring a lot of attention to your eyes. The Ardell Wispies would be ideal for prom or any special occasion look because they are cheaper and they're gorgeous and very dramatic. I just didn't happen to have any on hand at the moment. And then I'm going in with this Infallible Pro Matte Lip Gloss in the shade Statement Nude. This is a beautiful color that's going to look good on any skin tone because it's deep enough that it's not going to wash anyone out. So after applying this, I'm just going to spray some MAC Fix Plus all over my face to set my makeup, and then that's the end of the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that makeup tutorial. Finishing off with the MAC Fix Plus is really going to help keep your makeup in place all day. So if you are going to a special occasion event such as prom or homecoming or any sort of dance, wedding, or party, then you would want to finish off with a setting spray like that because it's just going to really help keep your makeup in place all day. And I did use products that I swear by, I know that are going to last a really long time and hold up well to sweat and humidity and a long night of having fun and dancing. It's pretty straightforward. It is a little bit time consuming, so you're going to want to get ready earlier in the day to make sure that you have enough time. But yes, that's everything. I hope you enjoyed. I don't have anything else to say other than I really hope that this tutorial was useful for you and that you like it. And I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are. And please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.